Welcome to Lifing 101, a journey through life's experiences, challenges, and interpretations. An intriguing and soul-refining podcast that explores the countless twists of life. Get ready to be amused, enlightened, entertained, empowered, and inspired. Hosted by Tina C. Christian, your MC with the LPC, and guest co-host Lorenda McKinney, your MC with the PhD.
Welcome, lovely listeners, to an exciting episode of Lifing 101 podcast,
where we dive into life's little mysteries and offer you insights to help you lead a happier, more fulfilling life.
I'm your MC with the LPC, Tina C. Christian, navigating y'all through this journey up and down and all around on this emotional roller coaster we call life.
And I'm your MC with the PhD, Lorenda McKinney. So grab your favorite beverage, find a comfortable spot, sit back and relax while we embark on this restorative journey together.
She getting it, honey. She gon' succeed. Yeah, she's a go-getter. Friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. All the darn time. You better believe. She getting it, honey.
I ain't saying she's an overachiever.
She gon' succeed.
But she ain't sitting on her butt either.
She getting it, honey.
No, I ain't saying she's an overachiever.
She gon' succeed.
But she ain't sitting on her butt either.
She gonna win.
Get goals, girl. Go ahead. Get goals.
She gonna win.
Get goals, girl. Go ahead. Get goals.
She gonna win.
Get goals, girl. Go ahead. Get goals.
She gonna win.
Get goals, girl.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Get goals.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening out there to all my gold diggers. Today, we're digging into the world of gold digging and securing the bag. Don't get it confused with gold digging, because we're not talking about your good looks and sex appeal.
Okay, so wait a minute, Tina. So we're not talking about being saved? We're not talking about getting a sugar mama or a sugar daddy?
No, ma'am. Just dreams and visions and ambition, baby.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm a little intrigued now. Tell me more about this agenda.
The set. Well, Doc, let's set the stage and talk about the principles of becoming a gold digger. Securing the bag is a phrase that's become one and the same when we're talking about success. But what's the real meaning of gold digger, and how can it help us secure the bag? The quest for the bag. Well, let's talk about the quest for the bag and what steps we have to take as a gold digger to actually secure the bag.
Now, I know we always hear and talk about setting goals, but we need to be more specific with our goal setting and choose SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and they also have a timeline. SMART. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and also have a timeline. And setting goals is the very first step in becoming a gold digger. Setting goals is essential to success, but sometimes the path we take to achieve them may not be the right one. The key is to keep the goal in mind, but open to the change in the plan when necessary. Making adjustments to our plans can be challenging, and it's natural to feel resistance to change. Always remember, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, not the goal. Setting SMART goals is like having a tour guide on your quest to secure the bag.
Right. But you have to break those goals down, though. Break them down. 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 Break. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I got caught up in the rhythm.
But for real, though, real talk, Tina, Rome was not built in a day, and neither are our dreams. So we have to break down our long-term goals into short-term goals for effective goal planning. Think of the quest as a journey in pursuit of securing the bag.
But to be honest, being a gold digger isn't all pop, rocks, and lollipops. There will be setbacks and obstacles. But as I always say, they're not a dead end or a roadblock, just detours and diversions. Now, I know we live in a world where everybody wants immediate gratification. So not only should our goals be SMART, they can also be fast. The fast goal method consists of having frequent discussions, ambitious scope, specific milestones, and transparency. FAST. Once again, for those who didn't catch what I was throwing, you need to be having frequent conversations about your goals, an ambitious scope towards your goals, clarifying specific milestones expected, and having transparency that can be seen by everyone.
Now let's talk about the great escape and how we overcome those obstacles and challenges on our quest to securing that bag.
Like the old saying goes, anything worth having is worth fighting for.
Or another goodie, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Facts. So, some of our greatest leaders and successors have been quoted magnifying those very same concepts. So apparently it must be legit, right?
For instance, Henry Ford, obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off the goal. So keep your eyes on the prize.
Right. And Michael Jordan, obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. So, what he was saying, ain't no mountain high enough, and nothing can keep me from you. At that part.
Hey, okay, and what about Robert F. Kennedy, who recently decided that he wanted to make a break from the National Democratic Party to run for the White House as an independent? And I quote, "Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Nothing beats a failure but a try, good people."
The exceptionally gifted Albert Einstein stated, "It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with the problems longer." Got to keep on keeping on, my brothers and sisters.
Okay, but let's not forget the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideals, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change. Our very survival depends on continuing to fight the good fight." We could go on and on and on, but Y'all get my message, right?
I get it. Yeah. They get what you're spitting. So when you're faced with adversity, obstacles, and challenges on your quest for securing the bag, think about the successful squad and how determination, perseverance, helped them all achieve their greatness. I can recall many obstacles and challenges on my quest. As a single mother, it was hard, out here for a sister. I remember working 2 or even sometimes even 3 jobs while going to college and raising my children. I would sometimes go to work like maybe 5 a.m., get off at like 9 a.m. Then I go to class and then back to work at 1 p.m. and sometimes maybe till 6 p.m. Then I'd head maybe to another class or head home, depending on the day, and then I would have to tend to my kids, then do my homework. Or when I worked 7 days a week, as a children's social worker during the week. And sometimes I worked 60 plus hours a week, and then working as a leasing consultant on the weekend. And then I had to go home and still tend to my children and doing homework at nights. Some nights I ended up crying because I was so tired and it was so difficult to juggle all of my responsibilities. But I was determined to achieve all the goals I'd set out for myself.
Tina, determination is definitely the key to success. So let's take a little journey to the doc. First, I started with my associate's degree. The doctorate degree was never on the radar. All I wanted was an associate's degree. Mm-hmm. So I got my associate's degree, and I kind of realized that was the same as a high school diploma to most people. Mm-hmm. So then I started my undergrad. And then once I got my undergrad, I said, okay, I'll do my master's degree. And then once I got to my master's degree, I decided that there was only one more step, one more hurdle, which was my doctorate degree. But in between those journeys from the associates to the bachelor's to the master's to the doctorate degree, I changed jobs several times. I moved back to Kansas City. At one point, I was working a $12 an hour HR position. Mm. The person that I was underneath, I was well more educated and qualified than her.
Wow.
Then I dealt with COVID, and I was actually in the healthcare industry at the time of COVID. And I was actually working at a very hot spot for COVID as well. Mm. And so I was actually to my dissertation point at that time. And at your dissertation point, you're actually supposed to do face-to-face interviews for your interview portion. Mm-hmm. But with COVID, that was impossible to do because people were scared to meet with you face-to-face. Mm-hmm. So at that time, we had to figure out another way for me to get those interviews done. And so we had to start just randomly reaching out to people to see who would be willing to do a virtual interview with me. The hardest part would be to schedule those interviews and to get online for those virtuals, and the other person never show up.
Wow.
So I probably did that at least 5 or 6 times, which means I had to go in and replace those very people that promised me they would show up for a virtual interview.
Oh.
So while I was going through that, I would keep trying to replace them and keep on setting up interviews. And every time it was a gamble. Finally, I had all the interviews I needed, and my chair was willing to do whatever she could do to get those interviews done so that we could get them transcribed and get them into my dissertation. So actually, I would say, regardless of what happens, even if you can't see the end, just stick to it. Because I couldn't see it. I was like, oh God, first COVID. Oh God, people are canceling on me. Oh God, now I got to try to write these interviews from virtual into words, into my dissertation. But with the help of God, with the help of my chair, and with my determination, now I'm referred to as the doc.
Yes.
So hang in there by all means necessary. Hang in there. If you see it, stick to it.
Right. Okay. So let me tell y'all about the big payback in my what's his name? James Brown voice.
Yeah, James Brown.
But also in the words of Judge Mabeline from Divorce Court. Y'all know who she is. It get greater later. And I never forgot those words. They stuck to a sister like glue. And I would always recite those words to myself and to my children all the time. Hell, I still do.
So people, the pursuit of your dreams on your quest of securing the bag as a gold digger can have substantial rewards. And if you follow a plan and stick it out, and in the words of the great Maya Angelou, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style.
Yes, ma'am. I believe that not only should we, pursue our dreams and our goals, in order to be a gold digger, you have to just chase them suckers down relentlessly. It's all about the chase for me.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. You got to chase them mugs down. Creating a solid plan to achieve them will also include budgeting, saving strategies, and a good financial plan. So roll those sleeves up, my people, and get to digging.
Exactly. Although you may feel like you're walking on a tightrope, balancing everyday life and numerous responsibilities, praying you don't fall off, you have to remember that goal setting and persistence is the hammer and the nails to seal the case shut on the quest to securing the bag and being a gold digger. Be consistent with everything you know you need so you can get what you deserve.
And as my husband always says, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. So accountability is the secret sauce to gold digging, people. And don't forget to celebrate those small achievements along the way. Celebrating isn't just about the destination. It's also about enjoying the journey and acknowledging how far you've come.
Gold digging isn't just about external achievements. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves. No matter where you are in life, celebrate it. It's either a product of your growth or a place that will help you grow. Cheers to today. Some helpful resources are goal setting apps, books, or websites. These can be your trusty shovels and pickaxes in the quest for your dreams.
Thank you for tuning into Lifing 101 podcast.
And until next time, keep digging, keep chasing, and keep achieving. And in the famous words of Uncle Luke, don't stop, get it.
Stay hopeful
And stay curious.
Before we part ways, we invite you to share your own stories, thoughts, and reflections with us. Connect with us on social media, reach out through our website, or simply leave a comment on your preferred podcast platform. Feel free to leave us in voicemail at 816-607-1243 with any thoughts, concerns, or questions that you'd like shared on Lifing 101 or just answered or addressed. If you prefer to send us an email, feel free to do so by sending it to our website, lifing101pod.com, or send us an email to info@lifing101pod.com. Your insights and experiences enrich our shared understanding of this incredible journey we're all a part of. Please subscribe to this podcast and follow our website, lifing101pod.com, and find and follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Stay hopeful, stay curious, and keep embracing the vibrant, unpredictable, and awe-inspiring journey that we call life. Goodbye for now, and may your days be filled with endless wonder.